Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another movie review. Oh, I just hit something. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, it didn't fall. I think we're good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another movie review on the channel that will never, ever have a name. Let's be honest, it's been almost 5 months now. But if you're new here, my name is Owen Williams. I do movie reviews on this channel, and I also do rankings, but I've only done 2 of those, even though I started this channel with the main plan of doing mostly rankings. So we're just going to ignore that. And today I'm doing my movie review of the movie Triple Frontier, a Netflix original movie starring Ben Affleck and Oscar Isaac. I was so sure I was going to forget his name. I'm so proud of myself right now. And it also stars some other famous people, but I cannot be bothered to remember their names because they don't feature much in the story. The movie follows 5 army veterans who, some are still in the army, some aren't, who decide to go on one last mission together and steal millions of dollars from this drug cartel. However, everything goes catastrophically wrong, blah-de-blah-de-blah, it's a great heist. If you're new here, I go through 5 different segments when I'm reviewing a movie. I go through the bad, the medium, the good, who would like it, and reviewed against the last one we saw, which was Missing Link. Anyway, let's jump straight into the bad, and there are a few bad qualities about this film that I found interesting. The movie revolves around 5 main characters, which I thought is a pretty smart idea. You don't want too many characters, especially if you're doing an ensemble movie like Guardians of the Galaxy or Suicide Squad. One of the differences between those movies is Suicide Squad had too many characters, which is where I think it suffered most. So this movie only had 5 main characters, which definitely made it more interesting so you could more fully develop these characters. However, it felt like only 3 of them were really developed and the other 2 were kind of pushed to the side at the beginning of their story. They were given, oh yeah, they can do this and this will come in useful later in the story, but after that they kind of just were there and weren't really that useful or interesting, and they didn't really have any arc at all, but they were still interesting characters. The second thing I didn't really like about the movie was there were some moments in it where I couldn't hear what the characters were saying because the music was too loud or the rain effects were too loud, and I find that interesting. Might be because my hearing's going because I watched too much YouTube, but I also showed it to a few friends and they also thought it was a bit too loud, so it depends how good your hearing is. No really important plot points were drowned out by the sound though. Moving on to the middle stuff, I couldn't really think of anything that was particularly bad or mediocre about this movie. It was all either bad or good. So let's move on straight to the good stuff. And there were so many good things about this movie. I really enjoyed the acting in it, and what I thought was interesting was instead of being more an action heist movie, it seemed like almost a cautionary tale for adults about money and friendship and things like that, and I thought that was really, really interesting. Also, the special effects and action scenes were incredible, and the music was some of the best music I've heard in any movie all year. And I thought that was really good. Music is sometimes something that's almost ignored a lot throughout some movies, and I thought the music choice for this movie really, really worked. It also sprinkled out, while it seemed to take on the facade of a straight action movie, there were a few jokes sprinkled out through it that I found really, really funny, and a lot of the emotional moments actually hit. They weren't great, but they hit pretty much as hard as any normal emotional moments would hit in an action movie. So yeah, it was a really great film, and I can really respect it for all of those different methods. I'm actually getting a lot of my reviews right now, and this might be a side tangent, so I'm very sorry, because Sean Chandler is uploading his review on Endgame in a few hours, so I'm pretty much off screens now until Endgame comes out and I get to see it. So if you see more content on my channel, because I'll be spending more time just doing that, then that's why. Anyway, moving on to the people who actually would like this movie. I think this movie definitely isn't for really little kids, but if you're somebody who really, really likes intense action movies or heist movies, then I really recommend this movie for you, because it's got some really intense action sequences that I really, really like, and they don't really leave any threads left out. Everything is tied up in a nice little bow at the end. And then moving on to Missing Link. Missing Link was the last movie we saw, so rating these 2 against each other. They're 2 very different movies. It was like when I compared the Lego Movie 2 and Polar. These movies have very different audiences, but I would definitely recommend this movie more. While Missing Link was pretty funny, it didn't really have the same emotional punch that some of the scenes in this movie had, which I thought kind of tips the balance towards Triple Frontier. As Triple Frontier goes, it wouldn't be my best of the year. That still goes to Alita Battle Angel, A Dog's Way Home, and one movie that's coming out to actually steal it from under those 2, I'm just thinking about it right now, is you'll be seeing either tomorrow or today. It'll depend on when I record it, but we're not going to talk about that now. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, put a smile on your face, and if you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me why in the comments below. If you enjoyed Triple Frontier, also tell me in the comments below, but no spoilers, because we don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one, and Owen out. Goodbye.